Hello everyone. Happy New Year. You're welcome to 2026. Happy New Year to everyone. It's been a while since we are here, so I want to give you the quickest and the easiest way to analyze the market 2026, and I think this is the only video you'll be needing. If you can stay true with this video and watch it to the end, you understand so much on how to keep your trading very simple, because in this trading I've understood that simplicity wins the market more. Simplicity wins the market more. So guys, let's go to 4 hours, because I like to use 4 hours mainly to analyze my market. Now on my 4 hours time frame, so this well, okay, my magnet is on. So on my 4 hours time frame, I want to bring out my trend line and rule it out. So this trend line will help you know the trend of the market, if it's uptrend or downtrend. And now I want to mark out, and don't forget that before you can analyze this market, you move it from candle to line chart, from candle chart to line chart. So if you're on line chart, it makes it so easy for you to be able to understand where you are supposed to mark your resistance or your support, because in this strategy we trade resistance area turning into a support area. That is a strategy that we use here. Our support area turning into our resistance area, or I call it mainly breakout and retest strategy, because I like to see a breakout and a retest back to my zone. So that is what I trade here. So here I mark out every area where the market previously had a breakout, had a break of structure. You can call it a break of structure, whichever way you feel you can understand it. So you mark out every area out like this. You mark it out like this, and if you don't want to have too much line like me, I don't like to have too much line on mine. I mark out the most recent area. But if you still mark it out like this, you know if every market reacting, you know why they are reacting at every point. So now that I've marked out my zones like this, the next thing, I'll move back to my candle chart, and then I'll go to my 15 minutes where I'm waiting for my entry. So I know that on this point here, you see this area here, we are at the point of resistance. Here now we are at the point of resistance, because if you move your chart back, you see that the market has previously acted as resistance area at this zone, and now is happening again on the same zone. The market is also acting again on this same zone. So now we want to see our pattern. I don't know the method you use for your entry. You can use the change of character method, where you want the market to push up, come down and change character and break out the previous low, and then you want the retest back to that zone. You want a retest back, and then you want to sell to the next zone. Or maybe you are looking for the M pattern. I don't know, you might be looking like me. You might be looking for the M pattern, and then you are good to go. Or you can decide that okay, you want to use the bearish engulfing as your own entry pattern. You want to use the bearish engulfing. Sorry if I'm drawing it wrongly, but I hope you understand the message I'm trying to pass here. So if you are using the bearish engulfing, where you want the red to engulf, where you want the red candle to engulf the green candle. So I don't know the pattern you want to use. Any pattern you are using, then on this zone is where you look out for those patterns. So this is how we keep our chart as simple and clear as possible. This is how we keep it simple, clear, and with this you can trade any pair or whatsoever. All you need to do is go to your 4 hours time frame. From your candlestick chart, change it to your line chart and watch the direction of the market. So now we have seen the direction of the market. We have seen that the market is breaking structure to the high side. This is 4 hours. Bring out your trend line, mark it out like this, and then when you are done, bring out your rectangle line, and then mark it out. You're just like you're marking your break of structures. So just like you're marking out your break of structures, so you mark it out like this. This is how you mark it out. This is how you mark it out. You mark it out just like this. Mark it out just like this. Have you seen it? So once you mark it out like this, then you go back and change it to your candles chart so that you can see it clearly. And when you do this, you move to your 15 minutes looking for your entry. So you can see now, this is what happened here. The market has been creating resistance on this zone. The market created resistance here. The market created the first resistance on this zone here. Then did another resistance here. Another one here. Then the market did another one here. You can see, even though this one did not get to our zone, let's look for another one. Did another one here. Did another one here. And then what happened? Did another one here, and then the market breakout. So when we see the breakout, what are we waiting for? We are waiting for a retest back to that zone. We had a breakout, and then we are waiting for a retest back to that zone. So anything, you can use anything for your retest. You can use fair value gap as your entry. You can use other block as your entry. I don't like to use other block or wherever. So you can use chart pattern for your entry. It all depends on what you use for your own entry. It all depends for what you use. And again, the market, there's a breakout, the retest. If you check, the market did a breakout here again, came back and retest the zone. You see, and if you want to use a bullish engulfing as your own pattern, it all depends on the one you choose to use. So you can just wait for this market to come back here again and test this zone, probably maybe test this trend line and give you maybe W, and then you move, or give you any pattern. I don't know the pattern you use for your entry. So any pattern you use for your entry, you can just choose it and then continue. So let's do another one again. Let's do another one. Let's do 30s. So same thing you're going to do. You move to your 4-hour time frame. Change from your candlestick to your line chart for a clearer view. So what are we seeing here? We can see an uptrend somewhere here. We can see an uptrend somewhere here. I don't like to extend. I like to use the smooth one, the straight and smooth one. So this is my trend line here. Then bring out this and then start marking. This is my first marking here. I think I have another one here. I will not omit the humble beginnings. I have another one here. And then I stretch them out because my strategy is breakout and retest. I want a retest back to my zone where the market breakouts from. Mama, go up that water. So you can see this is it. And then we have this last one here. We have another one here. Mark out this one again. Then the last one. Yes, this one I'm coming. Yes, this one I'm coming. So you can see now, then I change it back to my, I'm coming, to my candlestick, and then move to my 15 minutes and see how it's going to be playing out. So you can see that anytime you get back to your zone, you look for your entry pattern. You had a rejection from your zone. You had a rejection, sorry. You had a rejection from this zone again. Another rejection here. Another one here, and then the market breakout, and then you are waiting for the market to come back to this zone here and give you maybe your head and shoulder pattern, maybe head and shoulder pattern, and then you move up, or the W pattern. So after the whole long thing, the market finally came back, and it didn't give us entry. You would have numerous losses here because first it gave us the W pattern here. Here we had the W pattern here. We had the W pattern here. Up, down, came, move a bit, and then push down again. Until when we get to this place, when we now have our perfect entry here. So, but if you want to do it, if you want to achieve success with this, remain on 4 hours until you get your confirmation. If you remain on 4 hours to get your confirmation, then you are good to go. If you're on 4 hours, I don't know, whatever confirmation that you use, just get your confirmation on 4 hours before moving to 15 minutes. Just like V10 that I'm currently on. I'm currently on V10. The same thing that I did. So this is it. Oh, sorry. Move it to line chart. Let's go to line chart. Now let's draw out our trend line. Mark out our trend line. So bring out our rectangle tools. Then we mark it out like this. We have this here. Let's stretch it out for future use. Let's stretch it out. Then I have another one here. Let's stretch it out. Then I have another one here. This is 4 hours. So all these ones you are seeing on lower time frame can be very, very useful. Then I have another one. Here. Let's extend this here. I have another one here. Then I have this here. I have this here. Then I have this again here. So you can see. Then let me put my line here so that I will know that this is the top of it. So you can see. So now I'll change it back to my candlestick, and I got this confirmation. Here, this rejection candle. Then the market started going up. We had another confirmation here, this rejection again on 4 hours. Then we took our buy. So let's see how the market played. The market has been retracing down. So let's see how it's going to continue. If it's going to stop us out or it's going to take us to our TP, because we have another obstacle here. We can only take our first TP here, and then we can only take our first TP. Maybe from here, if the markets keep going, our first TP will be here. And then when we have another breakout, we can only wait for a retest again to this point, and then we can now continue to that end. So this is what we trade. This is how we trade it. This is how we keep it simple. So if it gets here and give us the reason to continue to sell, if it gets to this point here and it continues to give us a reason to sell, then we can continue to sell to the next zone. Also, that is it. That is all that I think you need to know about how I trade, how I keep my trade simple. So I want to see a rejection here and to the next zone. So, and that's how you're going to do it and continue to the next zone. So thank you for watching this video to this time. Keep your chart simple, keep it easy. By so doing that, it will be easier for you to trade. You see? It will be easier for you to trade. So, all right, until I see you again next time. Bye.